Let's roll! It all starts here with the humble polenta, and what it is just coarsely ground cornmeal. You can find all the measurements that I use here, as usual, in the description. Just remember that the ratio for cooking polenta is 1:4 with water, or as in this case, chicken stock. Now this is not something that you can walk away from. You have to keep stirring it, otherwise it's gonna burn. But the good news is that it cooks fast. Once it's absorbed all the liquid, we can start adding some optional seasonings. And when I say optional, I mean mandatory. Polenta loves fresh thyme, so if you have some, give it to it. We're also gonna crack some fresh black pepper, and if you're using water or unseasoned chicken stock, this is where you're gonna add some salt as well. We're also gonna throw in a big knob of butter and some freshly grated Parmesan. You should grate it as fine as you can so that it incorporates better. Cue the heat, stir everything in, and keep going until you reach a thick mashed potato-like consistency. Let it cool off for a few minutes, and in the meantime, we're gonna line the bottom of a tray with cling film. Now, don't reach for your parchment paper. This is tried and tested, and cling film is by far what works best here. We're gonna do our best to spread out the polenta on an even layer, and when we go as far as we can this way, we're gonna cover it with another layer of cling film. This is gonna allow us to press down on the top and make it even more flat and uniform. Once your OCD is happy with the results, remove the top layer of the cling film and fix the edges. Then we're gonna leave it to completely cool down and firm up. It only needs about an hour, but I put mine in the fridge overnight, which was a mistake. The polenta has lost some of its firmness and it's sort of rehydrated itself a little bit. As you'll see, it wasn't a problem, but now you know. Next we're gonna trim off the edges and use the most appropriate tool to cut the slab into chips. You can definitely cook these in the oven, but with mine, I'm going for this little non-stick pan. And remember, the polenta is already cooked, so all that we care about right now is getting that surface nice and crispy. While the other side of our chips becomes nice and golden brown, we can take a minute to make our dip. I'm using some homemade mayo, to which I'm gonna add some truffle paste. Mix everything together and that's all there is to it. Our truffle mayo is done and we're ready to munch. Stack the chips neatly, and at this point you can grate some Parmesan on top. But we have delicious, beautifully seasoned polenta and that amazing truffle mayo. So to me, that's enough. The chips are nice and crispy on the outside, but then soft and creamy on the inside. It's an amazing snack. Give it a try. Roll out!